America's gun violence epidemic is spiraling. And despite the recent loss of young lives, some as young as 9 years old, the Republican Party doesn't care enough to pass, let alone even consider common sense gun legislation. According to a report from the Financial Times, 1 in 25 kindergartners will not make it to their 40th birthday because the number of young deaths in the United States, mainly to gun violence, has brought the country's overall life expectancy down. A majority of Americans continue to support stricter gun laws as we reach more than 140 mass shootings so far this year. But during this weekend's 152nd annual NRA convention in Indianapolis, potential GOP 2024 frontrunners continue to push protecting guns over people.
Let me make you a promise. As long as there is breath in my lungs, I will stand with you to ensure that the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
I will continue to stand for the Second Amendment and the fight that we have in front of us.
The Second Amendment ensures that the American people have the capacity to defend their lives, fortunes, and sacred honor.
We value the fact that citizens have the right to protect themselves.
Joining me now is Fred Guttenberg, the father of Jamie Guttenberg, who died in the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in 2018. His son Jesse was also a student at the same high school, and he survived that violent and tragic day. Fred is the co-author of the upcoming book, American Carnage, Shattering the Myths That Fuel Gun Violence. Fred, my friend, it's always so good to have you on the show. I always wish when we're together that you and I could celebrate the good things more than the bad, but unfortunately, it's just kind of where we are right now. Just 2 years ago today, actually, a former employee killed 8 people at an Indianapolis FedEx facility, now Indianapolis, hosting the annual NRA meeting this weekend. More than 4 years ago in 2018, after your tragic loss of Jamie, you confronted Marco Rubio on gun control issues, but it's years later. And we're still reeling from our children dying at the hands of killers with assault weapons. What's your take, Fred, on the GOP's comments coming out of this week's NRA meeting?
Listen, I'll start with Mike Pence, a man who is clearly uncomfortable in his own skin, attacking others. And I want to remind everybody, it wasn't just the Trump administration, it was the Trump-Pence administration that made this problem far worse with the COVID gun surge that they pulled on America, and with one of the very first actions that they did, removing regulations that in fact made it easier for those with a documented mental illness to get guns. You know, Mike, I heard your comments yesterday attacking transgender, along with all of the other knucklehead morons at that convention who lied to the American people. This is not a transgender issue. And how dare you try to dumb it down to that, you really ignorant morons. I just can't say anything nicer than that. But Katie, if I could look at this in the context of Jamie's life. Jamie was born in July of 2003. And at that time, there were about 100 million guns in America. Here we are 20 years later. There's over 400 million plus ghost guns, plus these reckless human beings standing on the stage at the NRA convention asking for more. When they stand on that stage like they did yesterday saying something changed in America and the answer is more guns, the thing that actually changed in America is more guns. We went from 100 million to 400 million because of them. Their policies failed America. It is the reason I wrote the book American Carnage with Tom DeBoer. And the truth is coming. Their policies failed America. When Jamie was born in 2003, AR-15 sales were just over 1% of all weapons sold. They are now 25%. Because of these reckless human beings, kids and adults are dying. It isn't just about schools, it's banks, it's places of worship, it's shopping centers because of them.